everyone. How's everyone doing on this Friday? We made it to another week. I know many of you aren't going to see this live and you'll see it later, and that's totally okay. I have a really important message for you guys today, and something that I want you to really think about, because I don't think it's something that we've necessarily talked about before, and you probably haven't put a lot of thought into before either. So this is something I want you to take away and learn from. Okay, this live is going to be important. I want you to think about how our mind, okay, think about this. Your mind loves what's familiar. It loves familiarity. Say that word 10 times fast, right? So I want you to think about that. Our mind loves what is familiar, okay? And you think about that and you're like, oh God, yeah, that's probably true. And that's probably a bad thing, right? First thing you think of, because like what's familiar to us, we're going to keep doing often. So if you think about it and you're like, what's familiar? Okay, negative self-talk, being around other people. We're familiar with those people, even though we know that they're toxic, we're still going to be around them. Why? Because it's familiar. We love being comfortable. We love doing things that are super familiar to us. We'll sit in the same spot on our couch. We'll watch the same movies. We'll take the same path to the store. We will buy the same foods. Like, we love and are attracted to what's familiar to us. Okay? That can make your fitness journey really hard, right? Because we're attracted to what's familiar. We love it. That can derail you a little bit, because then you come into this group, or you've been here for a while and you get familiar with your new norm, but then I'm pushing you again. You're going to the next level and your brain's like, nope, that's not familiar. Now she's having me do this, or now I have to connect to this group every day. And like it changes, right? And we always go back and we gravitate towards what we know. But if you want to move forward, okay, and you want to live a different life, have a different lifestyle, be a brand new fit person, make new habits, become familiar with new things, then you have to expose your brain and your mind to it, little bits at a time. Because what becomes familiar to you, or because here's the good news, right? What becomes familiar to you, and you can change that. You have control over what's familiar to you. When you open your brain up to something new that's familiar to you, it will yearn for it. It will go to it. It will accept it. You can always put new familiar things into your brain, but you have to make them familiar. How do you do that? Open yourself up to whatever that goal is you have in mind, little bits at a time. Now, let me use an example really quick of something that's not fitness related. Okay, let's say, I want to go to the beach and stay at a hotel and have my car valeted, wake up, I have a balcony ocean view, spot, probably really expensive. We all know it's really expensive to do valet, and it's expensive to go to a hotel and have a massage and like all this stuff, right? Like all that's expensive, probably not someone's norm. The average person isn't going to do that. And you go up to the hotel desk and people are like, oh, welcome back, Mrs. Vogel, Say that's what you want. You can't just jump into that lifestyle because your brain's not familiar with it. And you'll be uncomfortable and it'll be awkward and weird. And you'll be like, oh my God, do I even deserve to be here? All the thoughts will start coming, right? Here's your example, non-fitness related, and then we'll get into fitness related. Start doing those things now to expose yourself to it. So like one time every 6 months or something, or whatever, once every 4 months, or I don't know, pick your time. Let's just say once every 6 months, once every 3 months, okay? Sounds better. Save up, get a hotel room, book that massage, valet your car, and do it for a night. Why? Why is this important? Because you're exposing your brain to it. You're dropping it a little bit here and there. And then in another 6 months, you do it again and you drop it here and there. I'm not telling you to go do it every weekend. I'm telling you to save up, make a night out of it, have a balcony ocean view front, become a little familiar to it, expose yourself to it, exposure, and then do it again another 6 months. That is getting your brain with little droplets. This is droplets. I don't know why this is droplets. Little droplets of what you want. And if you visit something often enough or every now and then, your brain will become familiar with it and it will accept it. And then you will act as if. Think about this. Think about that. We love familiarity. Familiarity. God, I'm saying it wrong. I know I am. But how do we become familiar with something new if we don't expose ourselves? You can't make this huge jump to it. So bring it back to fitness. This is why this group is so important. This is why I don't just do 6-week challenges. Here's your workout. Go buy it. Here's your 12-week. You guys coming into this group is making you familiar with being a fit chick. Being here is giving you little droplets, little doses of something new in your brain to be familiar with, right? Every day you log on here, you're getting exposed and becoming familiar with a fitness family, like-minded people, wellness, health. It's up here at the top of our priority list. Where else are you going to get exposure like that? Right? Where else are you going to get exposure to make health, fitness, wellness, positive mindset, attitude, and little droplets of your brain every single day? It doesn't frickin' exist. It doesn't exist. I've looked. Another reason why this group is so important. So let's take it a step further. Physically. Do you want to be someone who's like, I don't give a shit. I'll take a picture in my bikini and post it on my Facebook page one day. Or like, I want to wear booty shorts. I want to be the mom who picks up my kid in a crop top and some cute jeans and some heels. Right? Yeah, why not? Why would you not want that? Because you're not familiar with it. That's why. And you're like, that's so foreign to me. Oh my God, that scares me, Melissa. No, you're not familiar with it. So yeah, you're not going to do it. But what if you start putting on the booty shorts and the crop top or whatever you wear, whatever that is for you, a dress, and you just put it on once a month. Once a month you put it on, let your mind, your body, your soul feel it and expose yourself to that outfit or put on a bikini. You're not going to jump into a bikini. Yes, you have to eat right. Yes, you have to work out. Yes, you have to be consistent, and we're doing it all here. But it's your mind too. If you want to become familiar or have a bathing suit body, be familiar, being in that bikini, be a familiar feeling to you, you need to expose yourself to it a little bit at a time. Start writing things down. Take notes right now and just think about this. What's a way that you can start exposing yourself to that? Our mind loves what's familiar. So fitness isn't something familiar to you. If eating healthy isn't familiar to you, if working out isn't familiar to you, if hearing love yourself is not familiar to you, your brain is not going to accept it openly. You can plug in here all you want, but you have to do more on top of it. Every time you guys work out, that is exposing your brain to something familiar. Oh, yeah, fitness, working out, this is what we do. And then you're going to start seeing yourself as a fit chick. Like, I'm fit. I'm Sarah. I'm Amber. I'm Nicole. I'm a fit chick. I'm a fit mom. I haven't always been here. This was not familiar to me. Now it is. So when I tell you and I preach to you guys that every workout counts, think of a little dropper going on your brain. Drop. Fitness drop. Boop. Becoming familiar to me. And those of you that put in more reps and become familiar with this faster and more, you're going to get there faster. Like Kim. Kim is I love using Kim as an example because, why? She's putting a little bit more reps than some of you in this group. She did a little bit faster. She's a doctor. She has kids. She works. She has a husband. She has a life and family. So you can't say, oh, well, Kim, no, Kim has all the things and does all the things too. And she's hit some pretty big freaking goals. Why? She put a little more extra drops on there. She became familiar with being that fit chick a little faster. And Kim came into this group going, I don't have any pictures of me with my kids. And now she takes selfies. Her brain is becoming familiar with, hi, I'm Kim. I'm a fit mom. This is the life I live. Boom. I want you guys to keep thinking about this throughout the day, okay? If you want to become familiar with working out without a shirt on, start doing it 2 times a month, all right? It's the first Monday of every month. No matter what I'm doing, I'm working out without a shirt on. And then the last Friday of the month, hey, I'm exposing myself to it. I don't want to do it. I don't feel like I'm there yet, but by God, I'm going to do it. Why? You're exposing yourself to that, right? Your brain loves familiarity. God, I can't get that word right. Familiarity. Your brain loves what is familiar. And if being a healthy person and being ripped and strong isn't familiar to you, your brain's not going to like it. You can't force your brain into something, but you can expose it, right? If you want to drive a really nice car and you're like, God, I really want that car one day. One day, I really want to drive. Who cares if it's a minivan? Maybe you don't have a minivan. I used to have minivan envy. Maybe it's a minivan. I mean, it doesn't have to be a freaking Lexus. Maybe there's just like this car and you really want it. You just want that. You guys, go to the car dealership and drive it once a month. Get in the car, smell the leather, touch the steering wheel. This all goes into visualization and affirmations, all of it. And the more senses that you can feed your brain with getting familiar, the faster you're going to get there. The faster you'll be there. So if you want to be in that car, touch the leather. Smell it. Like, get comfy in the seats. How do the buttons work? Visualize it. Take a selfie in it. You're using your eyes, you're using your nose. Listen, turn it on. Drive it. What's it sound like? You can't taste it. Don't lick it. That's just gross. I mean, if you wanted to. Then we're adding another sense of taste, right? I'm just being a dork. But do you see my example? Do you see my point in the example with the car? Why not? Dream big. Don't ever let someone tell you, why are you going to the BMW dealership? You're never going to drive one of those things. You know what I say? Go sit in the car, smell the leather, just a little droplet, becoming familiar. And then by the time you get there, you guys, because bomb moms aren't just bomb at fitness and health. We become bomb at our jobs. When you have confidence, you go out there into the workforce and you take charge and you go after that promotion. You go after your dreams. You go after doing something different and unique. So being in this group isn't just about like becoming strong and healthy and fit. No, you're going to go kick ass at your job too. So don't ever let anyone tell you like, oh, don't even go to the Lexus dealership. Why are you doing that? Like, you'll never. And I used to have people in my life tell me that. Go there. So when it's time for you to get that car, you're like, oh yeah. Your brain goes, this is familiar. We can do this. And what do I tell you all the time? This is the general, the body is the soldier. Your brain thinks that you deserve to sit in a freaking BMW. Your body's going to go, okay, let's work together to make this happen. If your brain is familiar with working out, being strong, lifting heavy weights, showing up for your workout, like it's familiar to us, this is what we know, you will be attracted to it. And then one day you're going to look in the mirror and be like, I don't even know who I am, in a good way, because we've already all looked in the mirror overweight and gone, I don't even know who I am. You get to say those words again and be like, I don't even know who I am. And it's a good thing, right? Right?